I'm just going to apologize in advance if I start talking much. I am in the process of recovering from pneumonia, and that sucks a lot. So, sorry about that. Like you mentioned, my name is Forshee. I use she and they pronouns, and I am a teacher at LaFollette High School. To be clear, I'm speaking from my experience as an educator, but not in any kind of official capacity connected with the district or the school. And the thing that breaks my heart is during first period, May 25th, the morning after the shooting in Uvalde, I had a student ask me, "Hey, did you hear about that shooting?" And before I could respond, another one of my students said, "Oh, which one?" And I had to clarify to 14-year-olds which mass shooting we were going to be mourning that day. I had to look teenagers in the eyes and say, "Oh, we're talking about the one with murdered 8-year-olds, not the one that was done to support white supremacy, not the one done in the grocery store. No, we're talking about ones of murdered second graders." And I had to look at my students and tell them that. And it is not the first time this year that I have had to scrap all of my lesson plans for that day and let my students grieve and process their feelings. And it is my job as a teacher to provide a safe and welcoming space for them to learn and to talk to each other and to learn how to communicate. I'm an English teacher, that's my job. But just once, I would love to do that about actual literature and writing like I'm supposed to be able to do, instead of whatever horrifying thing has happened in the news. I am finishing my 5th year of teaching. Every year, I have had students, some as young as 11 years old, look at me and say, "What's going to happen if it happens here? I noticed you have filing cabinets near the door. Are those to push in front of the door just in case?" And I said, "Yeah." This year, my students asked me, "Oh no, we're on the 2nd floor. What do we do? We can't jump out the windows." And if I sound angry, it's because I'm angry. Every year, I have had to look teenagers in the eye and explain to them, I don't know why. I am their teacher. I'm supposed to be able to explain why. And I can't. I cannot look at them and explain why their elected officials are asking them to risk their lives and risk getting shot at for an education. I can't explain that to them. They asked me what happens here. What do we do if it happens here? We can't jump out the window. They asked me, "Miss Forshee, why do some people want to give teachers guns?" And hilariously, one student said, "Miss Forshee, you don't look like anyone should give you a gun." And I was like, "You know what? It's true." But that's the thing. That is the thing that a freshman in high school had to think about his English teacher and be like, I don't think she should be armed. And it's funny, but it's funny in the grossest way possible. Like our first speaker mentioned, Jesus welcomed little kids. And it's the part right after that gets me. Because right after that, he looks at his disciples and he said, if any one of you causes these little children to stumble, it would be better if you had a millstone hung around your neck and if you were thrown into the depths of the sea. Dear elected officials, you have been putting stumbling blocks in front of these children. Every day that I have to look my students in the eye and ask them to risk their lives for their right to an education is a day that our elected officials, that gun lobbyists, that everyone with that kind of power puts a stumbling block in front of those children, and I'm tired of it. Do not, elected officials, ask me to risk my life because I want to teach some freshmen how to write an essay. Do not ask teenagers to risk their life so they can graduate high school. I'm over it. I'm done. I cried, but I'm done crying now because I'm so angry. And I don't think that anger is a bad thing. I think instead, that anger has to be used to call and yell at our elected officials until they do something. Because I'm tired of it. That's it. That's all I got to say.